Marcus got a raise last March 6%. His manager shook his hand and said, "You should be proud." That night, Marcus went home, opened his banking app, and stared at the number for a long time. Then he did the math slowly, carefully. After taxes, his take-home pay increased by about $187 a month, but his car insurance went up $43. His rent increased by $95. Groceries were already more expensive. For the past few years, the raise was gone. Before he even spent $1, he closed the app and sat there quietly, and he did not tell his wife, Daniela, because what was there to say? Marcus and Daniela are not doing anything wrong. They have stable jobs. They earn about $13,000 combined. They pay their bills on time. They try to save whenever they can. And yet, they are one $1,200 emergency away from a real financial crisis, one unexpected repair, one medical bill, one bad month away from stress that could take years to recover from. And the uncomfortable truth is, they are not unusual. They are the average. This is what normal looks like now. Let us talk about reality. 59% of people cannot cover a $1,000 emergency. 37% cannot handle $400. Some cannot even come up with $100. Think about that for a second. $100, that is dinner, that is fuel, that is a small, unexpected expense, and still it is out of reach for millions of people. Now here is where things get misleading. The average savings number sounds fine, around $60,000, but the median is only $8,000, which means most people are nowhere near financially secure. Emergency savings for the typical person is around $500. That is not a safety net. That is barely anything. That means every small problem turns into a big problem. Now let us talk about debt, because this is where the pressure builds. If someone has $10,000 in credit card debt at high interest and they only make minimum payments, it can take more than 20 years to pay it off, and they will pay almost double the original amount. This is not just debt. This is a system that quietly keeps people stuck month after month. Marcus made what felt like a normal decision. He bought a truck, $724 per month. It felt manageable. It fit into the budget on paper, but over time, loan, interest, insurance, fuel, maintenance, all of it adds up. The total cost becomes more than $120,000. And when the loan is finished, the truck is worth maybe $18,000. That is not just a purchase. That is a long-term financial drain. And this is happening everywhere, not just to Marcus, but to millions of people who are told to focus on the monthly payment instead of the total cost. But it is not just big expenses causing problems. It is also the small ones, the invisible ones: subscriptions, impulse purchases, food delivery, buy now, pay later services. People think they spend around $80 a month, but in reality, it is often more than $200, and over a year, that becomes thousands of dollars, quietly disappearing money that could have been saved or invested, but most people do not even notice because the amounts feel small. In the moment, the truth is, the system is designed this way. Credit cards profit when you stay in debt. Car loans get longer, so payments feel affordable. Subscriptions are made easy to start and hard to cancel. The default choices are not built to help you. They are built to keep you spending. But here is where things start to change. Same Marcus, same Daniela, same income, same life, but they make three different decisions. They skip the expensive car. They focus on paying off their credit cards as fast as possible, and once that is done, they start investing every single month. Nothing extreme, no overnight success, no big opportunity, just simple, consistent decisions. Fast forward 20 years. In one version, they have some savings, but still feel pressure, still worried about unexpected expenses, still limited in their choices. In another version, they have over $600,000 invested. They have flexibility. They can make decisions without fear. They can handle emergencies without stress. They have options. And that is the real difference. Same people, same income, completely different outcome. And the gap between those two futures is not luck. It is not intelligence. It is not even hard work in the traditional sense. It is awareness and consistency, understanding where the money is going, making a few better decisions, and repeating them over time. Because financial stability does not come from one big moment, it comes from small decisions repeated again and again over years, and that is the part most people ignore. The system is not perfect, it is not always fair, but you still have control over your choices. You can decide where your money goes, you can decide what to avoid, you can decide what to build slowly over time, and in the end, that is what creates the difference. Not a raise, not a bonus, not a lucky break, but the quiet, consistent decisions that nobody sees until years later when the results finally show up.